can't even help not smiling. Greetings from North Carolina. That's right, folks. We're no longer in the crow's nest. Yesterday, I made the mistake in making a post on Instagram about it being a journey. Well, I hexed myself and made it quite a journey yesterday just to get here. My original flight was from Harrisburg to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I was to fly in around 1:15, and then I was to fly out at like 2:30, and then it got postponed to 3:30 because of the weather apparently in North Carolina, which turned out not true. So it went to 3:30, and then closer to 3:30 they postponed it again. They delayed it to 7:30. So I'm like, well, I got to find a place to eat. So I found the panini sandwich, and it was fantastic. I ordered it in a little restaurant in there. It was very, very good. And then from 3:30, they postponed it again to 7:30. And then from 7:30, they postponed it to almost 8 o'clock. So I finally got here around a little after 9, I guess it was, when I called you and I said, I'm finally here.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't count it until the plane started to take off. I was like, all right, we're good. Mm-hmm. Because I'll tell you, it was quite a fiasco. So that's why Find 5 is a little bit late on being posted. But I promise you, folks, it was worth the wait because I got this guy in it.
I'm not so sure that's a blessing, but it's wonderful to have Sean here with us.
Don't worry, folks. Don't regret that in about a day or so.
Well, my father-in-law always used to say that guests like fish begin to smell after 3 days. So I hope he was wrong because we've got you for a week and a half.
That's true, isn't it?
It is very much true. So
So today we're both breaking in new pipes. I'm breaking in a Missouri Meerschaum Diamondback. That's the panel pipe. I've never had a panel pipe, so I got it. And in it, we are both smoking Ye Old Tobacco Shop's Noble Jones. Tell me about Noble Jones.
Noble Jones is named after the legendary ESPN sportscaster Noble Jones from the early days of ESPN, and it is a very medium, mild English. It uses a black Cavendish that has just a touch of vanilla on it, so it's technically, I suppose, a crossover English, but it's not heavily aromatic. It just has a real light, very almost not there vanilla flavor.
Yeah, it's good. The smoky the IKEA comes through on the retrohale quite heavily.
Yep.
But that's okay because otherwise you don't get as much of it. And so if you really don't like it, the Latakia end of it, just don't retrohale. But if you really do, then you're going to want to retrohale a little more often. So it definitely adds a nice complexity to the blend, I think. What are you smoking it in?
I am smoking this in a brand spanking new Brian Doran pot that was gifted to me. It's a fantastic smoker already. Man, the thick walls on these. Brian, you do such a great job. I've seen your pipes. I never pulled the trigger, so now I don't have to. Thank you.
You're welcome. And believe me, they're worth pulling the trigger.
It is. Folks, this is a fantastic little pipe just right off the bat. So what are we doing today?
Today is Find 5 on Friday.
Okay.
So we're going to do...
That's a series you do, right? I don't watch your channel, so...
Oh, you don't watch my channel?
No, I don't watch your channel, so this is a
shame
series.
on you for that.
So what's the series all about?
Well, I don't think I've ever really been asked that. The series all started back with... When I first started, I'd shout out like one or two people that has kind of influenced me or that I was watching. And then Berg and I were talking one night, late at night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We were talking. And he's like, you always, talk about a couple of different channels at the end like I do. And I'm like, yeah. He said, why don't you do a video why don't you do a video of just that? And I'm like, that's a good idea. It's interesting. I'll have to think on that, Berg. And I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep. And I was tossing and turning. And all of a sudden I was like, I'm trying to direct them so we're finding them. And why don't we do, instead of doing 2 or 3, I should just do like 4 or 5. And then I'll do it at the end of the week. It'll be Find 5 on Friday. And then I ran it by Berg. I called Berg immediately because he was working night shift. And he goes, you all right? And I'm like, yes, I just got an idea. He goes, really? Like 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to call me and tell me you got an idea? I'm like, yeah. And I told him, and he was like, that's an awesome idea. He goes, you should do it, seriously. And I'm like, all right. And then later on, the Veteran of the Week came in to where I just didn't want to do all new people because I thought then I'm kind of leaving the people, then we're kind of forgetting about the people that have already kind of made their way. So that's how the Veteran of the Week became.
Oh, cool.
The Veteran of the Week. So
now, I'm slipping into interview mode before we actually get to the 5.
And I wasn't expecting it, by the way.
How did you come up with the really, really cool intros that you have to your channel? And yeah, I suppose that puts a lie to the statement that I don't watch your channel. But you've got some really cool intros. Where did you come up with that music?
Well, first off, we will let you off the hook when it comes to lying under oath. We're not going to hold you accountable to that. So, you're seeing you're letting me stay here for 10 days. We're not going to charge you with it. But
appreciate that.
You're welcome. I just didn't want to just click on and just say, hey, good morning. I wanted more. It was nothing against those that do it because I did it. And then I thought, I seen a couple guys doing them and I thought, that's really cool. I really dig that idea. Maybe we should do that. And then it started to mess around. And of course, I became very good friends with Renacy he used to be in Venezuela and now he's in Argentina. And pipe and music. And he started to do little jam sessions and record them and send them to me. So I just kept keeping them. And he was like, yeah, you can use them. I would love it. That would really mean a lot to me. And I'm like, all right. So now apparently some people in Venezuela, Argentina watch me too now. Because of that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so that's how it started. Then I just used pictures of Gettysburg. And then when I was over in Switzerland, we were in Austria for the night. And I was sitting out on my little back porch, which was not very wide. And I was smoking a pipe, and I was all bundled up because it was October, and there was snow on the ground everywhere except for where we were. And you could see the Alps, and they were just covered in snow. It was just so gorgeous. I was like, I have to smoke a pipe here just because it's that awe moment. And I said, hey, why don't you record a Find 5 on Friday for me? So Jean Panzer did it, and then Mudge did it, and then it just blew up. And then, of course, P-Roll had to put his little stink on it and put my head on a bobbling guy to the song What Is Love.
That was pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I
wish I could move like that.
He's hilariously creative.
He is. I just wish I could actually dance like that. That would be pretty cool, but unfortunately, I'm a crippled guy and can't do that. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for that. Over the course of the next week, we will drop into interview mode every once in a while. So, let's do what we're doing.
All right. This week's 5. Fighting pipes is number 1. Fighting pipes.
Do I get to do one?
Yep.
Hey, Tamper is number 2.
Number 3, Eric Gauthier. Gauthier. I do not want to mispronounce that. I apologize if I butchered it. I know what it's like to have your last name butchered, so I apologize. However, don't fear. Hit the subscribe button, the little ding-a-dong bell. Slide up, hit the more button, drop into the bookseller. All the names and links along with everybody affiliated with me, will be down below.
And we may butcher names, but we don't butcher links.
Correct.
So.
That's correct.
All right, next one is that Grateful Pipe and Cigar, number 4.
Grateful Pipe and Cigar. And number 5, our veteran of the week is none other than the great Carolina Smoker. Now, I had to make one a definite Carolina one, seeing that I am in North Carolina at this point. So,
and he most definitely is a veteran of the community.
Yes, yeah.
We'd like to see some more videos, dude.
Yeah,
we miss you.
Yeah, and the meetup.
That's right.
Cover the meetup real quick, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. We are planning to have a meetup here just outside of Raleigh at Abby's Cigar, which is in Nightdale, 1 p.m. on Saturday, this Saturday, tomorrow. I should have kept going. We have Dead Space.
Abby's Cigar. All right.
Dead Space is always fun, isn't it? I mean, that awkward spot where you go, am I going to cut that out, or do I just leave it in for reality's sake?
We leave it in.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So, until we can get together and pack a pipe or smoke that great cigar, let all that you do be done in love. Y'all take care and God bless.